My wife of nearly 7 years, 10 years together replaced me. Well, my wife of nearly 7 years told me 2 days ago that she was seeing a guy and had been for about 8 months. I had my suspicions, especially recently, but I held her to a high moral standard and never thought she could be capable of doing something so hurtful and disrespectful. During this 8-month period, her and I had drinks, dinner, etc. with this guy. He is a coworker, who conveniently had just got divorced and who I had considered a friend. So here we are having dinner, drinks, hanging out, and the whole time my wife and him were putting on an act like everything was normal. I told her that as of that day, either he's dead to you or I am. And the crushing blow came. She said she wants to continue seeing him. She says she loves me and loves him. I asked how she could equate almost 7 years of building a life, love and relationship to an 8-month affair. She couldn't answer that but said she was sorry that she hurt me. I told her if she was truly sorry she would have broken it off and put her attention on us. I am stunned, pissed, embarrassed that I didn't see the signs, but most of all, I am sad and broken-hearted. I'm not going to beg to have her back. I have accepted my fate and will move on. If those of you who have gone through this have any advice, I appreciate it and thank you for taking time to read my story. Comment 1. Separate your finances, stop supporting her, let her lover pay for all her shit moving forward, and then gray rock her. Hit the gym, go to therapy, get a lawyer and make yourself appear as if you're ready to date again. Don't actually do it cause you need to heal yourself and process all this first, but you want her to be aware of the fact that 1. Your life is better off without her and 2. There are better women that you will replace her with. You got this. Comment 2. Sorry to hear of this. Don't play the pick-me game. Let her go. Mine cheated on me with 3 different men throughout our 25+ years together. The last guy she left me for him. She left our house, that I paid for, to live in his apartment. She married him 5 years ago. They moved into a new apartment and he is on disability while she works. Their rent is double my mortgage. My house has gone up in value and I am doing well. I worked on myself and improved everything in my life. Oh, go see a therapist. It is great. You got this. Update for wife of nearly 7 years together for 10 replacing me with a coworker. First I want to say thank you to all the love and support from this group. Her whole family knows and they are not happy with her at all. They have all reached out to me giving support and telling me they love me and I will always be family to them. Her sister is pissed and doesn't even want to see her. She has claimed that after we divorce she will not be anywhere near this guy nor bring her son around him. They have been really close as sisters and her taking my side was huge. I have made myself unavailable and busy this whole weekend to her. I have set up a consultation with a lawyer for this Tuesday to start divorce proceedings. I have begun looking at housing options but may try to buy her out and keep the house. Also, since she makes more than me, I will be filing for spousal support. I know there is still a rough read ahead and some work to be done but I am feeling good about where things are going. I think some folks had asked whether we have kids. We do not. We have a dog who will be coming with me since I did all the work to raise her and train her, so way less complicated and no reason for her to contact me after I am gone. I couldn't have gotten through these first few days without all of you on here and I am eternally grateful. I plan to pay it forward by sharing my story in the future once I have healed and help others as you have helped me. Much love Survivor fam. I will update as things progress. Comment 1. Just be careful of her family. Many have a habit of saying one thing but doing another. Ultimately, they're likely to be loyal to her just due to familial ties, so it feels good to hear now, but mentally prepare yourself that it may change with time. Focus on you and your health and recovery. Comment 2. Her family may be on your side now but don't expect it to last. Blood is thicker than water. Over time you will go on, but her family must reconcile with what she has done because of familial bonds and just how hard it is to throw people out of the family when family members were not directly hurt. That being said, what her affair partner doesn't know is that if a person cheats with you, they will cheat on you. I would also wager that the affair with this recently divorced man has been going on longer than 9 months. 9 months is probably when it hit physical, if not before. Just so I knew the whole truth, I would contact the other betrayed spouse to see if their divorce was caused by an affair with your wife. Your soon-to-be ex-wife is in the affair fog now, so push for a quick divorce because you are more likely to get a favorable outcome while she's in the fog. If she tries to come running back to you, don't debase yourself by taking her back. Update. So for those of that have been following along, my wife confessed on May 23 of having an 8-month affair with her coworker. Even after confessing, she still professed her love for him and wanted to continue seeing him. So my response was to retain an attorney for $5,000 and file for divorce. I will also be nailing her ass for alimony payments as well. Strangely enough, right after I filed, she suddenly had an epiphany and came running back to me, wanting to make things better and work on our relationship. I told her I would think about it, but I wasn't sure. The only reason I gave her that response is because I want to keep her in good standing while I'm still processing this divorce, but let it be known the divorce is happening, there's no going back, it's a final decision for me. She doesn't know that I filed for divorce, and I plan on keeping that way just so I can keep it amicable until we can get the house sold, but she's going to get served around September 1st and then hell's going to break loose, but it doesn't really matter to me. I've made my decision, I plan to move on with my life. And I suggest anybody else who's been in the situation do the same. I will keep you posted as more progress happens. Comment 1. She probably told her coworker, "Hey honey, guess what? I'm a free woman, so now we can live happily ever after." To which he probably replied, "We? What do you mean we? I was just in it for the goodies." Her wanting to come back to her one true love is a somewhat typical reaction when they suddenly realize that the grass is actually not greener on the other side of the fence. It's greener where it is watered and taken care of. Keep on keeping on. Another update. So it has been a while since I've updated everyone, but I've made some really good progress. My soon-to-be ex-wife and I have come to financial division agreement. My lawyer has now sent us back to CR2A Farm with all of our financial division agreements on it. Now we just need to sign it and send it back in, and then it gets applied to the courts. Once I get the green light, either from the court or from my lawyer, I will begin putting up the house for sale. This has been a trying process just because I've been trying to keep patient through all of this, but I've received a lot of support from you guys, from my family and from friends. It really helped me to make decisions and progresses through where it needs to be. I feel better every day, and as more steps get taken care of, I bought LifeLock so all my finances and my credit report and everything are all protected. And I've even had a few dates along the line just to create a distraction so that I'm not completely without social interaction. All in all, I feel pretty good. No turning back of my decision, and for anyone who is considering, take it from me, it's the best decision you ever make. I know it's not an easy one, but you have to stop and think about what's best for you and what's best for you going forward in your life. I will try to send an update once the agreement has been signed and once we start moving forward with getting the house for sale. Thank you for everyone who's giving me the support on here and who's been following, and I'm sorry it took a while to get the updates, but I wanted to hit a major benchmark before I did so. In the comments section, the OP added an update 4 months later. It has been a while since I've actually come on here and posted. So the house is sold, I made $160K off the sale, the divorce is final, and we've closed out all financial transactions. I have made great strides emotionally and have also found an amazing woman to spend my time with. And for those of you who are on the fence or at a point where you're trying to make a decision, whether or not you should leave your spouse over their cheating, let me be the voice of reason. It's hard in the beginning. Question a decision. Do you think that maybe things will get better, that maybe they'll go back to where they were? Well, the truth is that it never goes back to what it was. They never go back to who they are. And the only question you really have to ask is, do you want to continue to be betrayed, hurts and miserable? Above all, my decision came out of self-respect for myself, and wanting more out of my life. It wasn't easy, it was not a simple process. It took a lot of work on my part emotionally and otherwise, and overall I do not regret my decision. I also understand that everybody's situation is unique, and that there are other circumstances that are involved, such as kids, which I didn't have to deal with. But I guess the best piece of advice I can tell you is really sit down and take a look at your situation and decide, is this where I want to be 5 years from now? Is this what I want in my life? For me, it was a great decision. It was an opportunity for me to start on a clean slate and to get out of a relationship that would have emotionally drained me and left me feeling worthless. And this is it for today. See you soon.